Hey guys, you're watching Young Artist Interactive. I'm your host, Jessie Yang. On today's episode, we have three very special guests. Our first guest is Tazito, who is an actor, model, and martial artist. Really nice to have you, Tazito, with us today.
Thanks for having me.
So what is it exactly that you do? Can you explain a bit about yourself?
Absolutely. When it comes to what I do, there's usually a laundry list of things that I do. So I played professional soccer, I played professional tennis, and now I'm taking my chances as an actor. So I'm an actor full-time right now, but I do all my own stunts. And it's a little different because a lot of the times people say, so you're a stuntman, but a stuntman doesn't necessarily act. So sometimes stuntman.
Yeah, because I feel like sometimes people have misconceptions about stunts in particular and acting separately. Yeah. So, like, what are the differences that people might not know about?
Well, an actor, so for example, if I was cast as a character and in the script it says you have a scene where you're going to jump out of a car, a moving car, which I've had to do before, I insist that there's going to be no stunt double or no stunt person doing that part and you know, getting to do all the fun and me just sitting in the back and saying.
Isn't that kind of dangerous?
It is very dangerous. But let me tell you something, when you're doing a stunt, there's a certain rush, there's a certain amount of glory that comes with it. Because, you know, you're pushing yourself, you're trying to see how much you can push yourself physically, mentally, the abilities.
Satisfaction that you get, right?
And guess what? You know what? All the fans afterwards, when they see it, they say, you know what? Acting and modeling and the entertainment industry is not always about, you know, the glory, and it's not always about the fast cars or the pretty girls.
Yeah.
They get to actually say, wow, you actually got a scar because you were doing something you love.
Wow.
You know, so they look at it from a different way and they start showing a lot more respect to the character
For
themselves.
sure, yeah. So is this something that you started when you were very young? Like, you started to train yourself when you're as a child, or just recently that you've decided to go into this?
Training, I think I've been training my entire life for different reasons.
It's like a lifelong passion.
It is. And up until this day, I'm pretty sure everyone is learning something at one point in time. I would say martial arts is one of the things that I've been doing for a really long time. And funny enough, my parents didn't want me to get into martial arts because...
Why not? It's a cool thing.
I was very energetic the whole time. Yeah, I want to move out of my chair. And they said, if you were to get into martial arts, for sure, you're going to become really violent.
Oh, so it's the violent part, right?
Yeah, I wasn't even allowed to watch Ninja Turtles, and I loved it.
No way. Like, as a kid, you can't watch it?
No. I watched it when I was 15.
Because it was too violent, really?
No, they just thought I would imitate it. Right? Because I would see it, and then I'd go outside, right? And yeah.
Oh wow, that's pretty interesting.
Yeah.
Okay, so with all those like martial arts and the acting, everything that you do, are there any specific projects or focus that you're working on right now that you want to talk about to your fans or potential fans, supporters?
There is one project that I will be flying out to Hong Kong and Beijing for, and
that's amazing.
I'm really excited about that one. I came across the director. His name is Russell, and he doesn't want me to talk too much about it just yet.
So still like under the radar.
Under
right
the
now.
radar,
Yeah.
exactly. And he's an Australian actor and director based out of Australia, but he does have an office in China.
Okay.
And he's got a few people from the Kung Fu Hustle cast working on it. So lots of exciting
and
action-packed news to come.
Wow.
Stay tuned.
Stay tuned for Taz. When we come back, you're going to teach me some moves. Huh?
Absolutely.
For martial arts.
Do it. Let's do
Getting
it.
action.
Yeah.
Welcome back. You're watching Young Artist Interactive. I'm your host, Jessie Yang. Right now we have actor and martial artist Tazito with us, and he's going to demonstrate some moves in fighting. So I'm very excited to have you.
Thank you. Thank you so much for having me here.
Yeah, so can you just like show us the differences between like different genres of martial arts that people might know about?
Absolutely. I've been in martial arts for a really long time, and I know that a few of the common styles that people will see is karate, taekwondo.
The big ones, right? Yeah.
And nowadays there's also capoeira. Capoeira has a little bit of a reputation and misconception out there because a lot of people say it's a dance, but
Yeah, that's what I heard. Like it's a dance / fitness kind of martial arts.
well, anyways, how about this? I'll show you a demonstration. You tell me what you think.
Okay.
So to start off, for example, you could have someone in taekwondo. A lot of the times, Olympic style, their hands are very low to the ground, and guess what? There's a lot of kicks. There's a lot of leg switches. They can kick.
That's
right?
so cool.
Now, in karate, for example,
Yeah.
the stance could be different. But guess what? A kick is a kick. Just sometimes the language is different and the mechanics of it is different. So, for example, taekwondo could kick with the front of the foot. Karate will kick with the ball of the foot.
Oh, okay. So really subtle differences.
Very, very subtle differences. But when it comes to the movie world, it almost looks the same. Now, let's take a look at capoeira, okay?
Okay.
So capoeira, the one thing that throws people off, which is what the slaves wanted to do back in time, was the stance. Basic stance is called the ginga. In Portuguese, it means to sway. So the minute you start doing this, people are, if you're a police officer and you see people standing in this position, that's a fight. That's trouble right there, right? So if all of a sudden you're doing this, people are like, what are you doing? Are you dancing? Is this a dance revolution type of thing? Right? But don't get confused because if we're to freeze, it's very similar to a fighting position.
Oh,
Right?
okay.
And from here, you can throw a kick. From here, when you're moving, you don't know if you're going to headbutt. You don't know if you're going to knee. You don't know if you're going to cartwheel. You don't know if you're going to come with a spin kick.
So for taekwondo and karate, it's more, from what I've seen, it's more stationary, like you're in the same stance, sort of, and
Not a same stance, but I feel like karate and taekwondo, they're the origin foundation, which is very almost two-dimensional, in and out.
okay.
Capoeira is more three-dimensional. So they're always moving around. They always move around you. And they play around in a circle, all the way around, right?
Okay.
And there's the game, and then there's a fight.
Sounds really interesting. And so there's stage combating where you're acting and fighting at the same time, and then there's real life fighting. What are some of the differences or misconceptions that people might have?
Well, when it comes to stage fighting, contact is usually limited, right? In a real fight, for example, if I'm punching, you'll have punch. It's effective, it's good. So boom, boom, right?
Yeah.
In a movie world, boom is very fast for the camera to appreciate. So they go boom, bow, right? And sometimes they go, right? Or they go, ah.
So it's more special effects? No.
Not special effects, but a lot more travel time, a lot more circular, lots of really nice air time.
To make it look good for
Yeah.
the movie, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, now can you teach me some moves? You know, I'm an actress, you know, it's good to know some fight moves for this scene.
Okay, so let's start with this. We're gonna start with a straight. So the straight, regular fighting
Okay.
position, okay? We're gonna go from here, straight forward. Yeah.
That?
Now the next one is a swing. So parallel to the ground, all the way.
Like that.
Yeah, good. Okay, now you're gonna punch one this way,
Okay,
one that way, and then circle.
okay.
Okay?
Are you ready for me?
Yes, I am.
Okay.
Ready? Go. And how was it?
It was fun.
It was fun. Now, how about we throw some kicks in there?
Okay.
Yeah? So, lift it up. Lift your knee up. Picture yourself a police officer. You want to push that door. Freeze.
Okay. Like that?
Yes. Okay, ready?
And then do more punches?
Yes. Ready? So, this time we fight.
Okay.
Go.
But that was pretty it's pretty easy. I mean, like it's a lot of fun too, and it's a great workout. You
Yes,
know?
it is. Yes, it is. Indeed.
Well, that was a lot of fun. Thank you so much for
Thank you.
joining us today, Taz. Do you have anything to say to your fans or supporters?
Lots of movies coming up soon. Stay tuned. All right. Stay out of trouble.
Good advice. Thank you so much for
Thank you.
coming.